Salve mates, I hope everything is covered in Tuscan sunshine at your end. We return to ancient jokes written in antiquity, and this time I pick jokes that are actually heartwarming. So don't expect any nasty endings like in the previous videos. Some of them are historically attested and based on real stories. So let's get to it. Two lazy people were napping together when a thief came in and stole the blanket. One of them saw it and said to the other, "Get up and catch him." "Oh, leave it. We'll catch him when he comes for the pillow." A coward was asked, "What kind of a ship is the most reliable? Warship or a merchant ship?" The coward replied, "Grounded ships." A fear of sailing is a common attribute for a coward in antiquity. Someone was visiting a city during the funeral of a distinguished citizen. He asked one of the people who died. The man answered, "The guy in the casket, I suppose." A jokester was being tried by a judge, but the judge kept falling asleep. Suddenly, jokester shouted, "Your Honor, I call upon you." What for?" said the judge. "Your attention." A cart driver was steering his oxen straight through the marketplace. A centurion ordered that the cart driver be whipped. The man protested, "I'm a Roman citizen, you cannot whip me." So the centurion had the oxen whipped instead. While watching a stupid schoolteacher give lessons, a jokester added, "Say, why don't you teach them how to play the harp?" "Well, I don't know how to play the harp." "Well, it's not stopping you from trying to teach grammar." An Athenian returned home from abroad boasting that on the island of Rhodes he had surpassed everyone in dancing, and that all the Rhodians could confirm it. One of the listeners pointed to a man named Rhodes and said, "Here is Rhodes, dance here." A scholastikos was asked, "How many liters are in amphora?" He answered, "Well, do you mean wine or water?" Original, how many sextari, which is a half a liter. An epitaph of a Roman actor. "I died 100 times, but like this, only once." A Spartan was buying a slave and asked the market, "Will you behave if I buy you?" The slave replied, "Even if you don't." After having surgery done on his throat, a scholastikos was ordered by his doctor not to talk. So he told his slave to return greetings for him as they walked the street. Then he said to each one, "Please do not be offended at my slaves answering you instead of me. I'm on doctor's orders not to talk." During a summer heat wave, people came to Emperor Augustus complaining about the heat and thirst because of high price of wine. He replied to the delegation, "What heat? What thirst? My son-in-law Agrippa has built you plenty of aqueducts." King Pyrrhus of Epirus was fighting the Romans in Italy. He heard that a young man in the city of Tarentum had been insulting him while drinking. He summoned them and asked whether they had really spoken so badly of him over wine. "Certainly," said one, "and we would have insulted you even more, but we ran out of wine." Apelles, the court painter of Alexander the Great, was the only artist allowed to paint his beloved horse Bucephalus, but Alexander disliked the latest portrait of the horse. So Apelles had the horse brought in. The horse neighed it with delight when he saw his own image. Apelles turned to the king and said, "It seems the horse understands art better than you do, my king." At a wedding, a scholastikos went to pay his respects to the newly wedded couple. "I wish you both the best, and may all your weddings be as happy as this one." A scholastikos heard that crows could live for more than 200 years, so he bought one to see for himself. A wealthy woman was bragging to the Roman matron Cornelia about her jewelry and gold bracelets set with precious stones. Cornelia said, "I will show you my treasures as well," and led her into the next room, where her sons were sleeping. Oh. So mates, those were the nicest jokes I could find. Maybe you think I made some of them up. For those, I will leave the Greek text below the video as well, along with the link to the thesis where you can check for yourself. That's it. Stay strong.